Hello there. How are you? All these beautiful young children depend on goat milk, camel milk, and they normally depend on a little bit of grain. They grow maize, corn, and another year you could see it growing here. This year, zero, nada, because of no rain.
It is here on the Red Sea near the port city of Massawa that the war against drought is taking root. This new revolution has replaced guns and tanks with technology and human resolve. Seawater Farms Eritrea and the Desert Development Foundation have joined together with international investors and the government of Eritrea to establish the world's first commercial seawater farm. Carl Hodges is the founding director. An atmospheric physicist and former director of the Environmental Research Lab at the University of Arizona, Hodges believes that growing seawater-loving plants in desert areas could have a profound effect on Eritrea's future.
This technology, seawater agriculture, when it's finally in all of its glory with maybe 20 or 30 agronomic crops, with a whole spectrum of aquatic animals, will eliminate the possibility of famine in Eritrea forever. It will be gone. And in fact, it will make Eritrea an exporter of food. So it has tremendous potential.
The benefits are threefold. Exporting seafood brings dollars into Eritrea's economy and provides employment for its people. The principal field crops of salicornia and mangrove have many uses, including much-needed ruminant feed for the country's livestock. And the greening of any portion of the Earth's surface reduces global warming, believed by many to be a contributing factor to global drought. The seawater farm was begun in 1998 with the dredging of a channel that allowed water to flow from the Red Sea, a saltwater river flowing upstream into the desert.
Freshwater agriculture was invented about 10,000 years ago. It means we could stay home and somebody else would grow our food. All of our culture's built on it. But now we've run out of fresh water. This is seawater. This is a river of seawater coming inland.
The newly created 3-mile-long river meanders purposely through seawater farms, first filling large tanks that anchor the farm shrimp operation. The water continues its route to enrich commercial fish ponds. Then, twice enhanced with nutrients from the shrimp and fish effluent, the river flows on to irrigate and fertilize agricultural crops.
This farm is a completely closed cycle in the sense that all the effluent from these shrimp ponds goes on to Salicornia Farm and eventually to the wetlands and salt production. And as far as I know, it's the first farm that's ever been built like that and that addresses the contamination and pollution issues so successfully.
This is a commercial scale farm right here, this Salicornia field. Salicornia is exciting because you have the green plant. When it's young, you can eat it like a vegetable. When you harvest the seed, which is about 20% of the total biomass, of that seed, 30% is a high-quality vegetable oil, like safflower oil, for cooking or salad dressing. And the meal, the 70% that's left behind, is as good as soybean meal. It's high protein. You can use it as a supplement to human food. You can use it in animal diets. It's truly an exciting plant. This plant, if I don't break it off, has something underground that is critically important. Let me rinse it off. This sand that plant was growing in has essentially no carbon. This root structure is a carbohydrate. Good agricultural soil, which this will become over many, many years, has 16 to 18% carbon. So what we've done is we've taken fossil fuel, oil from plants millions of years ago, put it into the air as carbon dioxide. Made our life good by using energy. We're now, with intelligence, taking it back out, generating wealth. This is wealth, above ground wealth, and we're creating high carbon level soil for future generations. This is the way to solve global warming. If there's one area on the farm I hope everybody understands, it's this. This is seawater forestry farming. It is not forestry in the classical sense. These are mangrove trees that are 2 years old. They were seeds 2 years ago. When we planted them, 25 per square meter. We planted them this far apart. Then, when they were 1 year in, we cut every other tree. When we did that, we got an incredible yield. We got 10.6 metric tons of stems per hectare per year. Probably more importantly, we got 18 metric tons of leaves for animal feed, dry weight of leaves. And we left 35 tons of roots per hectare stored in the soil. We're battling against human ignorance. We're battling against human greed. People that look at the developing world as a place to make money exclusively, not putting it in a broad enough context. We're battling against time. But basically, what we're doing is we're taking human intelligence, photosynthesis, putting them together correctly.
Cycles of drought will continue in Eritrea, for drought is no stranger to the Horn of Africa. The seawater revolution that is greening the desert at Massawa could well be a matter of survival for this young nation. Yet, among some, there is an even greater vision stirring. There are 25,000 miles of coastal deserts around the world. The ultimate goal lies further than the eye can see and the oceans flow.